Hey, welcome back to a brand new episode of 101 Second Review. Today it's time to talk about this Richard Jewell, Clint Eastwood's new movie that, oddly enough, deals with Richard Jewell, who was a security guard at the 1996 bombings in Atlanta, and he was the security guard who found the suspected package, but then became the prime suspect in the crime, and it's his story essentially from that to that. Okay, right, back in a second. Okay, right, so Richard Jewell. Now this very much, it almost feels like a companion piece in a way to Sully in that it's the same story. It is a, I suppose, kind of ordinary man in a way, although he was a pilot, I suppose, making him maybe less than ordinary, I don't know, but put into exceptional circumstances, then becomes a hero, like overnight, becomes like a nationwide hero. And then that hero status is questioned somewhat differently. In Sully, of course, it's questioned because the insurance company are pushing to not pay out, and so they want to find someone to blame for this, so they feel that he is to blame. Whereas in this, of course, it's the FBI and they desperately need a suspect, as you do when anything horrific happens, you need a suspect. But there's that sense of the media and institutions, in a way, pushing down on normal people and how they can, in any way, fight back on their own. They need help. So there are, very broad similarities. The problem with this film is incredibly simple for me. You can question whether this is worthy of being made into a film. I didn't actually mind the story. I found it quite interesting. But why on earth this lasts longer than Sully? 2 hours and 15 minutes to tell this story seems to me unbelievable at best. Performances are all fine in the film. You've Kathy Bates, who's Oscar nominated. Sam Rockwell does a fine job as is kind of like, as Richard's like, kind of very anti-government lawyer. John Hamm, Olivia Wilde. I mean, everyone does a fine turn in it. But why on earth are we there for over 2 hours? Had this been, I personally believe, if this had been about 85 minutes, in and out, really, really quick, you would have at least come out thinking, oh, I didn't quite know the full story there of that. I understand that it's supposed to make you, it's supposed to give you a sense of what his life was like, but my God, it's just dull. That becomes dull. It doesn't become like tight. Ugh. Richard Jewell, out in the cinema now. It's a no for me. Okay, right. Thanks as always. I'll be back again soon.